Yeah. I think he's the NFL Joel Embiid. That type of like, I'm not gonna get on the ground. Like I'm a $1 million athlete. Like,
talking about Anthony Richardson?
No, Bijan.
Oh, Bijan. Okay.
Bijan.
Okay.
Just the way that his self-preservation is too high of a level to be considered a dog. Why?
Because that nigga went to Texas, so he's all bougie as fuck. You know, you be bragging about all the money they got. What do you think this nigga was getting paid? Fuck you talking about?
Yeah, and I think
that ruined it. That nigga's a superstar, bougie ass little boy now.
I think
so go to Texas if you want to be a bitch.
Warning, the contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Chaim, nor Kel, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show, Random Realness, episode
92.
92. Can I get a Richard Seymour?
Yes.
Can I get a Reggie White?
Yeah.
Can I get a
Warren G about to regulate?
What? I'm your host, Chaim. Here with my motherfucking co-host and my motherfucking cousin, my dog, my right hand, left hand, and my right foot. J. White, the fire guy. How you doing, boy?
187.
What's good with you?
Oh man, hey shit. Busy at work.
Yeah.
At work, busy.
How's the fan bam?
Fan bam's good.
Yeah.
My son plays his cousin this Friday night.
Ooh, what time?
I'm
gonna try to pull up.
6:15.
I'm gonna try to pull up.
Yo, pull up because this is fucked up. I have to go to a wedding that I'm the best man. I'm a best man in, so the rehearsal is at 2 on Friday, and then the rehearsal dinner is at 5:15. So I'm literally missing. Me and my wife are supposed to go. We have to now split because we need somebody there for our son just in case. They're the favorites in this game.
Who, your son's team?
Yeah, because they're old. They're second graders, and his cousins first graders. So they are just like both of their teams are probably equal if they were the same age, but they're not. So it's we're the favorite. But if it happens to go the wrong way, and me and mom are off at a fucking wedding thing, and he's just having to deal with the family, that is too much.
Yay! Good job. To his cousin, he's just.
It's not good.
Is it a championship game, you said?
It's a playoff game.
Okay, to keep going.
Yeah, so whoever wins this game then gets 2 more games. Whoever wins this is out of the playoffs. So,
are you planning on taking the loser to ice cream?
The loser to ice cream?
Somebody's got it, right?
No, I mean, we'll probably do something afterwards or whatever, but...
Everybody's going as a group?
Well, I'm not gonna be there until
that's right.
So
after. In other words, I'll be there.
When you make a commitment way in advance, there's no way you're gonna know that it's gonna be the game of a lifetime.
And niggas be wondering why I don't build schedules. You know what I'm saying? What am I doing tomorrow? I don't know. Nigga, hit me up.
I get it, but this is somebody's big day.
I know.
So it's yeah. And it was just so we have been talking the whole season. What if they end up having they're not going to end up doing it. We didn't play in the regular season. We're in the same division, but we didn't play in the regular season. Mm-hmm. So we have common opponents. There's the 49ers.
Are the first graders just like that? That's why they're playing up?
No, the Friday Night Flag has the divisions like this. Kinder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you always, say you win Kinder, you're going to come in and you're probably going to get humbled. And so that year, it's when you win and you say you beat a a second grade team that's like kind of 50-50. You're like, okay, we hanging. But sometimes you'll run into like a chainsaw of like actual second graders that are legit.
Yeah.
And then it, like the kids are like, they're older. And so this year when we turned the clock, it was like, ain't no more saying they're older. Like you guys, like literally they win it in their kinder year. So this is for them to repeat. They need to win it this year in the spring. But there's no more, oh, they were bigger than us, because that's what they leaned on last year. When they were
they're the second graders.
Yeah, they're the second graders. And so last year we were probably the best first grade team. There was maybe one other team. So
without telling me what team, what teams are they? Like they're NFL teams, right? What are they? The Jaguars or?
Oh, you want me to tell you that, or you want me to tell it without saying it?
I want you to tell me what two teams are playing, not what teams the kids are on. If that makes sense. I don't want to know whose team your son's on.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to know who team.
Okay. Yeah, the two teams is Packers and Cowboys.
Game. Oh, Lord.
NFC dream matchup.
You're having nightmares.
It's gonna be good. So how are you doing?
I'm good, dog. Just been, getting back in the flow of things. Took me like 8-day hiatus.
How did that feel?
It went too quick.
It's crazy, huh?
It went way too fast.
So
Because,
crazy.
I'm getting ready for the show and shit and blah, blah, blah. So I did that. Had the show, which, was pretty fire.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who came. Appreciate everybody buying merch. Make sure you tap in. Still got some left, so holla at me. But yeah, just been busy. I was sick, cousin, when I stumbled on the first song. Because I don't ever...
Yeah.
So I was like, after the show, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sitting here just... I'm done. Fuck it. Never rapping again.
That was the end of it.
Yeah, fuck it. No, but I for real was shook just because I pride myself on being excellent. And so when I stumbled, it was like bad to the point where I'm like, let's not even do this song.
Yeah, no. Like as a person that's seen you perform, you were shook. I'm shook as like a fan. Like I'm shook as a cousin. Like especially when you said you were like, all right, I'm just gonna move on to the next one. I was thinking when the next track hit, it was gonna be like, Mom spaghetti, right? Like you somehow develop some sort of phobia, like in real time, because it's never happened, and then all of a sudden you're just like, they're like, hit the pitch, they're like, swing. But when you completed that song, I was like, okay, we're back. Yeah. Like you're back. But I was sitting there, I was like, that was actually a bigger moment than maybe people give it credit, because how there's people like they'll have some sort of random stumble and then it turns into like a jinx.
Yeah, like now you don't even know what the next song is.
Yeah, and so you got over that and it was like, okay, sweet.
Well, and that's the thing, like obviously I can say it a gazillion times, but niggas don't understand like writing a song, memorizing a song, being able to perform it flawlessly, like what it takes, so like for me to write it days before and go and record it, and so usually when I record songs I don't look at anything. When I was recording this song I was looking at my phone. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at
you were in the booth rapping it or recording it.
Right. With my
with
phone
your
out.
Phone.
And I usually don't, because I have my shit memorized because of how I write, right?
Yeah.
So like when I write it, I always start over. As soon as I stumble, start from the top. Mm-hmm. So then by the time I get to the end, everything else is already memorized. I just have to keep doing it to remember how the end goes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I don't have that rhythm down and I'm having to read it off of the shit, recording it 2 days before, 3 days before I perform, and I'm like still trying to record and rehearse all my other songs, and and then you get it down, but then you wake up the next day and it's not down like you had it, and you're like, fuck, all right, I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And so I rehearsed the day of the show, I'm like, all right, I got it, but then you take a break and then you're like, all right, fuck, okay, here we go. So it's like people don't understand the craziness of it or like what it takes. So, but legit, it just, I don't ever do that. So a nigga was like, holy fuck. I was like, after the second song, I'm like, I'm still thinking about how I fucked up the first one. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah. No, I 100% believe you and felt that for you. It didn't help that everybody prior had their flawless show.
Oh, right.
Like there was not like Zero. The first one had like multiple, still a good performance, but multiple performances, even where he was like, fuck, you know, like I fucked up. Like in real time for him on the last show, he was like, but this one, he was flawless. Zero? He was flawless.
Right.
Los G.
He was crazy.
Flawless.
Yeah.
Like
Poe was flawless. He just can't. He got to get his breathing right.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like stumbling because he forgot. He was just. All right, here I go.
Yeah.
You know, like mid verse, he was like, make some fucking noise.
Yeah. Yes. So that didn't help.
But yeah,
you know
so,
I mean?
as soon as
like,
I start, I'm like, goddamn. That's it. But you know, the rest of the show was like pretty seamless. So.
Big gamble, essentially. Big gamble in the sense of like write the song 10 days before,
and I even said it before I even started. I said I'm kind of nervous about this one.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I think that somewhat helped. But
you know what would have saved you? If you would have been rapping like regular rappers and had your reference track playing the whole time, because you could have easily done it that way. But because you went no reference track, it's like if it's gone,
and
it's gone.
Thank you for saying that, cousin, because legit, like that's most niggas don't even realize that when I stop rapping, so does the music.
Yeah,
like the music, the beat keeps going, but nothing else besides the beat and the ad libs. Everybody else, all the big name rappers, when they stop rapping, their song is playing on full blast.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that is a good point.
Or at least at 60%.
You know,
to where it's like when if their voice is rapping, it can be partially louder than the music.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, anytime they miss, they can be like, back in the track because
I was thizzed out and I forgot what I was saying.
I was thizzed out.
And I forgot.
Yeah. So yeah.
But yeah. So just been busy getting back in the flow of things. These new systems at my job got me missing the old ones that weren't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck them.
And that's just like an onboarding process, like, and you're expected to get the system down faster than everybody else, so you can teach everybody. So like
we've already done training and stuff, and it's not like user error. It's technical and Wi-Fi connection errors and.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all need some Starlink from Eli.
So from Elon.
Elon. I said Eli.
He said from the book of Eli. God damn it.
In the southern things.
Bruh. Can we get a moment of silence real quick? I just want to say R.I.P. Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah. R.I.P.
And R.I.P. Pete Rose.
Yeah.
I think it was the same day.
Day.
It was like within hours. You know what I'm saying? Like
Dikembe Mutombo, 58 years old. That is super sad.
Cancer.
Yeah. Brain cancer, like fucking
cancer. You know what's crazy is like niggas don't even know. And it always makes me think like, not to change like from one person to the next, but of Chadwick Boseman. You know what I'm saying? Like think of
Black Panther.
Yeah. How many roles that nigga was just going through. Living ill. Yeah. Nobody knew.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just crazy to me. And the same with Dikembe. It's like, it's not like he just got it in 1 week and then he passed away. Like, how long has this nigga been fighting it? And nobody knew?
Yeah.
Shit's wild.
It just makes you think like fucking life. It can, you never know when the expiration date is. So like,
niggas quit taking shit for granted.
Yeah, it's such a hard balance because it's like live in the moment, don't plan for the future, but then you
live till
100 or 93.
You didn't have shit planned and you're working at Jackson.
You don't have shit. Yeah,
you're working at a gas station, can't even stock the shelves because your arthritis is flared up.
Yeah.
Bunions the size of a watermelon.
And you were planning to check out at 58, and that's when you did your last withdrawal. Because you're like, I should be dead already.
Right.
But then,
This last 20,000 is gonna send me.
yeah, and it's like,
I'm gone.
no.
But yeah, it's wild. 58. I didn't realize he's that young. Like, nigga, my mom's about to turn 60 this year.
My mom's in the 60s.
Yeah, well, yeah, nigga, you're like 4 years younger
I'm
than the
41.
kid.
You're a cold-hearted fucking bastard, dog.
You're like, you and the Dikembe went to the same high school. Yeah.
Fuck,
He
no.
said niggas used to pick on me, and Dikembe would come up and say, no, not today.
I think Dikembe and them had like stunned the Seattle Supersonics or something one year. Like Sonics were like #1, and like him fucking in Seattle, and it was like, this is Dikembe Mutombo. I'm like, who is this nigga? Damn.
I heard MJ only punched it on him one time in his whole career.
I believe that.
The most dominant shot blocker of all time, a lot of people say.
Well, I mean, he for sure at least like was the one that like created it as a thing,
Right.
like where you could be like just a defensive block specialist.
Right.
Like yeah, Dikembe is gonna get you like 12 points, but what he really is gonna do is nobody's coming in the middle and he's getting like 9 blocks, 10 blocks,
at least 5.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But yeah, he's a dog.
cultural like he's an iconic figure in basketball.
I think in the world, he was the brand ambassador or something of the NBA or
yeah,
the
for
world
international-
ambassador. That's what it was.
Okay, yeah. I agree with that too. And I think he also held office from the country that he's from, or
Sudan.
Oh, he's Sudan?
South Sudan.
He's South Sudan?
I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
Luau Dang made a giant post about him and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's just crazy. 58, dog. Yeah. No.
50. Yeah.
Like, nigga, that's you in 7 years.
Shut the fuck up. No, but like that plays in like this. Us filming this is like just in case anything happens to me.
Yeah.
That there's this footage out there, and lucky for him,
He's a legend and right.
there's plenty of footage out there. Not that makes up for it or anything like that, but like
He's
that
for sure
iconic that he'll live
forgotten.
on.
Right.
Like so a nigga like me, you know, say I got a manufacturer. You know what I'm saying? I might, you know, I could maybe live in a textbook, maybe, but like, was I actually gonna have video footage? You know, thank you to Google and everybody and shit. Get the data servers.
He said
pop
everybody
in,
and shit.
hold it on. I made the commitment to you, Google. You make the commitment to me to not ever just like purge old video. You know what I mean? Because we're all like living in a data center somewhere. Right? Like they're gonna, and it costs money to have everybody's videos out there. So hopefully 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years from now, they don't just be like, oh, we're gonna start knocking stuff off from
We don't need that.
2022.
Who are these niggas?
2022, yeah.
They said, oh, this video only has 28 likes on it. Wow. Get out of here.
They're like, only 8 people a year, and that's just your family members watching it every year, like, or both of our family members who have read on the show.
Literally, we've watched it 20 of the 28 times.
Yeah, like, they're like, yeah, they watch it every year on his birthday. They flip through some episodes.
How did Pete Rose pass away? Do you know?
He was in his, like, I think he was 90 or 89 or something. Like, that was another stark thing. It's like Dikembe 58, but then on the other end over here, you got Pete Rose. Every story that I heard, he wheeling, dealing, gunslinging, you know what I'm saying? And he's living to motherfucking 90s, so it's like the world isn't fair, you know what I mean? Like, and you, like, Dikembe, like...
He's over here trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah, feed world hungers, save people, teach people basketball, financial independence, all that type of shit. 58. What are you seeing on the Pete Rose piece?
I'm trying to read.
And I was hoping that he would see the day that they, like, you know, took the ban off of Pete Rose, you know? But he passed away with them hating on him.
Oh, yeah, he's old as shit. That's what it is.
Oh, Pete Rose, 83.
Yeah, he's just old. This picture was taken the day he he passed away.
Oh, that was the day he passed away?
Yeah, that's what it says. This shot was taken yesterday before Pete Rose passed away. At least most of the big red machine were able to, maybe the day before. I'm not sure.
Damn. It goes quick.
So,
Fuck.
yeah, it's fucking insane. But yeah, I'm bummed. I have a bar about Pete Rose.
You do?
Yeah, like I bet on myself on the Black Pete Rose. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, like how they banned this nigga for being so confident he bet on himself. It'd be different if he was throwing games.
Yeah, I think that's the only way that you should be able to bet.
It's right, if
on
you're
yourself.
a team.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All I think it does is just supercharge it.
Right, nigga, I'm gonna try harder, especially if we go down.
Yeah.
What?
The fuck? Like, you saw my 100K go in for myself, and so now you think that I really just want to throw away 100K? Come on now. Like,
right.
I think that as long as you're betting on yourself, you're legit. Any other thing, not happening.
Yeah.
Like,
speaking of Rose, we gotta say goodbye to another Rose, legendary Derrick Rose.
yeah.
Man,
How do you feel about that? I know, like, Derrick Rose is huge on your side of the tracks.
Doug, it's wild. It, for one, makes a nigga feel hella old.
Mm-hmm.
But two, it's like, legit, we're about to see the end of an era in like 5 years, 3 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, in 3 to 5 years, people that we watched get drafted into the NBA as like kids or young adults are now no longer in it. And it already started, you know, from early ages, from us like being young kids, like, you know, Tim Duncans and shit like that.
Yeah.
But now it's like this second great golden generation is about to be for real done.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Like, I personally think Derrick Rose's MVP season is like the best point guard season of all time.
Okay.
This nigga, I lived with my brother at the time for the 2 years, the season before and the MVP season.
Mm-hmm.
And that nigga was just unbelievable. You know, like, nigga, it was unreal. Like, nobody could stop him. Like, people, you see NBA players now to this day doing interviews saying how, like, everybody was scared of Derrick Rose. Like, everybody. Nobody was like, oh yeah, we got it. Like, he had no picks, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't give a fuck if you were LeBron James or Michael Jordan. He's going at you like you don't have a name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he just was dumb, bouncy. Like, bruh, he probably had one of the nastiest blocks and dunks in game I've ever seen.
And I remember it was like Derrick Rose there. I'm like, but I was like, he can't keep doing, you know, like I'm talking like early on, like they would show like his rookie season or whatever. They like show flashes, and I'm like, he's just one of them, you know, like flashy, but it's not like he's gonna be like
consistent.
Like people weren't expecting shit out of the Bulls, so that's why it's happening. You know, like he's snapping people off because they think that they're just going, and then it was like
once they get a scouting report, he ain't gonna be able to do shit.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, people know about him, and then he's still, and then.
Well, and it's like that clip you played earlier. I'm pretty sure the start of the clip, he's like, I called it, you know, and I think he's talking about his MVP season.
Yeah.
Because in interviews, he's like, why can't I be the best player? Why can't I be the best player in the world right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not up to anybody but me, you know, like, why can't I? Even though I'm only 21 or 22 or whatever, like, why? I can't, like, it's not out of reach, you know. I'm here for a reason, basically, you know. But
he came out of Memphis?
Yeah. Okay. And that's like the supreme confidence, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's, again, what that video you showed earlier was him basically talking about, like, It's so hard to be so humble, but yet have all this confidence and not have any other way to express it than on the court.
Yeah, that was huge.
It's like, it makes so much sense now. You know, like, oh, that's just him expressing his belief in himself.
Yeah.
The nigga would never be boisterous ever. Like, I watched 5 seasons of that nigga straight, and never would he, like I was telling you, the All-Star game where D-Wade and LeBron, I think it was Bosh and Dwight Howard all are fucking, and Derrick Rose, the starting 5 for the East, and they're all, and he's just like.
In that video when he was saying, he was like, he said, I felt that way since I was a kid. Like,
think that is so crazy.
Like he says that, like, how he was just like saying that, like, I've always had confidence in myself so much that I thought maybe something was wrong.
Right? Yeah, I thought it was an illness.
Yeah, like.
It's so fire though. Like, that's such a good thing. Imagine how dope his people around him had to be for him to literally grow up feeling that way. Like, they never snatched his confidence from him ever in life.
What if they tried to, but like in his mind, like he's saying, he was just like, that's why he thought something was wrong.
But that's what I'm saying is niggas can break. You know what I'm saying?
They can,
right? But great. It could be just he's more strong-willed, but
yeah,
it could also be he just had the fire-ass support system. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he has a bunch of brothers and stuff like that. And he got one of his brothers like a $200 million Adidas deal when he signed with Adidas.
Yeah, he's not the one where he was saying like
$3 million Adidas.
Like he didn't even have like sneakers in high school or something. I was listening to one. I don't know if it was Derrick Rose or somebody else where he was like the D boys had like just like got him the sneakers, but before that he was like balling in his brother's sneaks.
Yeah, probably. He's from Chirac, bro. It's wild. And that's what makes it bittersweet, is like he got to play his greatest days in his hometown. It's just so sad that it got cut short. Because I think there's no questions. He goes down as one of the best players of all time.
Yes.
He wins a championship with that team. Like, he's given LeBron James and everybody fits.
Yes.
With him, Joakim Noah, Luol Deng, Kirk Heinrich.
Yes. There would have been a different set of eras.
Taj Gibson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
there would have been
LeBron would have went to Chicago and been like, nigga, I want to play with you.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yes. I'm more impressed with after the injury. Because what season is he in? He's in like
15 or something.
15 from like, I think it was one knee 1 year, then the next one the next year, then the next one, then like back, like seesawing. And
he had 2 big knee injuries, and then he just had like a big rehab year because obviously, and that's why his second knee got hurt, because his first one went out, and you got to overcompensate, and you know, being an explosive athlete, nigga, you can't.
Yes.
That's not good for nothing. So then now you overcompensate on your bad knee because you just got this one done. It's like, nigga.
He had every excuse to bow out.
Right.
Like, he had every excuse to...
And then that nigga dropped 50 in Minnesota.
You're not lying. Like, he literally had another resurgence.
Bro,
like,
I'm not going to lie. That shit made me choke up. Because that nigga started crying. And he's like, bro, I've just fought so hard. Like, most people never even scored 20, 30 points in a game. Yeah. This nigga blew both knees out, going from MVP, battling for years, and bounces back and drops 50.
With the whole world, literally doubting. The whole world doubting. Not, It wasn't like
oh, he's going to be back.
It's like,
it's over
it's
for
okay
him.
For you to be done.
Right.
Dog, what we seen, it's okay.
And as hard as it was for most people to, like, say that as the truth. Yeah. It was. Everybody thought that. It's like, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, it's fuck. He'll never be the same. And then he shows glimpses of it. You know, drops 50 and he just loses his shit because imagine how hard he worked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As excited as we were for him. Yeah. Now magnify that by or multiply that by 1,000. Because that nigga put every piece of effort and whatnot in it, you know what I'm saying? So
it became a vet, like a vet, because he was on teams and contributing like his piece, like
right. Well, and I thought it was dope when he went to Memphis, but he's like, I'm not coming here to like babysit you, job. You know, like
Yeah.
basically, I'm gonna show you how to work, and it's up to you to continue to work. You know.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, my brother wants to go to his farewell shit in Chicago.
What? Damn, he's a super fan. You guys, he's a super fan. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. I mean,
We never used to rock Adidas, and I started rocking Adidas because of D Rose.
yeah, that's a. I known this dude that was like, oh, I'm saving up. And this one I was like, I don't know, high school or something. He's like, I'm saving up for when the Cubs go to the World Series. And back then it's just like a clown ass thing, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like when they fucking
Win
win
10 years ago or
Yeah.
how long ago.
like he went, you know, and he been saving like so like for your brother to be in a position to make that happen when that timing is like do it. That's for him. That's like I felt like Derrick Rose impacted your brother, like even the way he plays ball now, just like everything about like resilience and all that stuff. Like it seems like he's one of his big motivators. Him, Lips, you know what I'm saying? So it's like shit.
Well, and you know how humble my brother is, so for D Rose to be like that, you know, be a superstar and be like when that All-Star shit happened. I remember when we were watching it live, and my brother was like, "Look at him, he didn't even do all these goofy ass niggas dancing, and he ain't even doing shit."
Yeah,
And I'm just like, God damn, he ain't what, you know what I'm saying? But he's just like so just to himself, and my brother's kind of like that. So.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So, yeah, the next thing, I didn't think it was, when the news broke or the story even started having smoke of Devantae Adams wanting to, even was on the trading block and stuff, I was like, oh, this is just smoke. And now it just like keeps picking up steam. I just seen the article today that was like, Derek Carr's open for a reunion in New Orleans, but I'm saying like, who can take him? Who can get him?
A bunch of teams.
But do they really have like players to be able to swap out for him, or draft picks to swap out for him?
Yeah,
or like,
we apparently are asking for a second and like additional something.
a second in. Oh, because the contract's big and so
It's
that
13.5 or something, so it's not crazy.
that's not crazy.
I don't know, but he's older. He probably only has like 4 more years. You know, like
But a second round pick is as valuable as 3 more years of a
Tom Brady was
solid
a number
one.
7.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying. I
I feel like there's more consistent players in the NFL that don't go first round.
More consistent players in the NFL that don't.
Yeah,
go
I
first
think there's
round.
people that last longer in the NFL that don't go first round.
Man, Amazon, you need to do that analytic real quick.
Break it
I
down,
want to see like out of all this. Well, you need more than just starters. You need like kind of like
you would have to do it
longevity
like
thing,
round by
like-
round because it's the same amount of picks. So obviously, if you're doing all the other rounds compared to one round, it's gonna be more. But if you do
One
1v2 or 1v3, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, I definitely think that there's more. Like, nigga, just think about it, like Anquan Bolden, Larry Fitzgerald, like all these niggas didn't go in the first round. You know what I'm saying? And they played for fucking 14 years. Tom Brady was a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Emmitt Smith was a first round pick.
I
And he
know.
was an all time leading rusher. You know what I'm saying?
But
So there's enough
that's
of
one,
like.
that's one. I
there's
just
enough-
named 5 with ease, and you named 1 because he's on your team.
Michael Irvin was a first round pick. Troy Aikman was a first round pick. Those are all like.
How long did Michael Irvin play?
Enough to be in the Hall of Fame, nigga. It ain't about that.
I just said
Longevity.
Right.
You're putting longevity
Right.
in there.
Nigga, if you play for 3 years and you go to the Super Bowl 3 years in a row, you're gonna go to the Hall of Fame. It's not. That's regardless.
No, Alvin Harper ain't in there. He was like a second round, third round pick. They didn't put Harper in there.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what I'm saying? They let some people
You
get
don't
cut.
even know certain niggas on. You don't even know old school niggas on that. Now, first number 88, as you said it. The first one.
Drew Pearson. But Drew Pearson, I was not like
Was he a
watching the
first round
TV when. I don't know.
We know.
I don't know.
We know.
I can.
Pussy. We know. Oh, stupid ass.
All right.
But, so, Saints, Packers, Steelers,
and y'all only want a second round pick? I saw them say something about Dallas, but if all they want is a second round pick, like
I mean, that's what sources say, but
a second round pick and probably a decent player, or
no, second and others. It didn't say like, oh, and a B tier player. It just
But
said,
if second's the thing, then it's like just like
and
third and
additional,
below.
right? Second round pick and additional.
So like a second and a fourth, second and
Or
a fifth,
a player
second and a
that you don't
third.
give a fuck about that was on your practice squad. Because clearly we don't give a fuck either if we're taking seconds.
Shit, we give you a second round pick and Trey Lance, baby. Get you guys.
Nobody wants Trey Lance, nigga. Y'all don't even want Trey Lance.
It's just a location thing. It's just a
Oh
location.
yeah, send him to the most fucking busy city in the world and he'll be fine. The nigga can't focus on football now.
He's a what was it, first round, second pick, first round, third pick? You don't get drafted like that without having.
Yes, you do.
You
LaMarcus
got
Russell.
somebody, oh yeah. You said LaMarcus Russell?
Yeah,
Jamarcus
Jamarcus Russell.
You mix the Russell with.
I mixed Lamar Jackson and Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
I said LaMarcus Russell. But yeah, so
Would you want to keep him? Like,
honestly,
the town
I feel like
turning against him?
I feel like he's just too big of a diva. Like every year he's been complaining. Even when Carr was there was rumors about him he was unhappy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for how many years are you going to be here and just be bitching about everything? Like that's not good for morale, regardless of if it's true or not.
Was he bitching last year? I thought last
Yeah,
year
he was
it seemed like they
bitching.
were having fun. I watched that receivers thing, and it seemed
Everybody
like
made it seem like he was miserable on that.
on the receiver thing.
Yeah.
No, he was like fighting back. Like those are what people are saying, but he's like, dog, I got my kids in school, or I'm having my kids. I got them set up. Like I'm here to stay. Like
Right.
in the first time when they said Devantae Adams like is considered for trade, in the interview he's like, I'm here, I'm all in, I don't want to do anything. So I don't know if he made another statement after that, or he was just saying face and this stuff is behind, or the machine, like they just want to depart with him, so they just get the machine on it.
Did you hear what our coach said after we lost to the Panthers?
No, what did he say?
Business decisions were made. We'll do the same going forward. He ain't playing that shit.
So, like, when you guys lost to the Carolina Panthers, he's saying business decisions were made
By the players.
by the players to what, like, not try to come back, or like.
I don't know. That's as far as he left it. Nigga, you take it for what you want. And then he came back and said, I'm not trying to be negative on my apologies for making that comment, And then 3 days later, Raiders say that they're willing to deal Devantae Adams, A day later, Devantae Adams asked to be traded. Devantae Adams asked to be traded. Devantae Adams has asked to be traded. Team's interested when Devantae Adams has asked to be traded. So, I don't know what to believe, nigga.
Yeah.
But I'm over us talking about him. We don't play enough football to talk about that nigga. We don't win enough football for that nigga to be talked about like he's talked about. This isn't the glory days, nigga. You're not being productive. I get it's not up to you to get you the ball, but
Yeah.
this is part of the position, nigga. You were spoiled your first 7 years of your career, my nigga. I don't know what else to tell you. In all actuality, think how many passes you've been thrown.
Yeah, but people aren't grading them on like, hey, it's okay if you only have 700 yards receiving this year because you have a bad quarterback. They're like, Devantae Adams is a producer.
He's falling off,
but
right.
it's not that he's falling off.
I know,
It's
I know. That's what they're saying, though.
Yeah.
He's falling off because he has a shit quarterback, but that's part of the game. And you've played this your whole life.
On the wide receivers thing, like, the answers that they were saying, like, he was giving and stuff was like, it's understandable. Like I can only do what I can do.
Like, let me rephrase this. I would love to keep him if he wants to stay here and the shit stops about if he's happy or not. Like, granted, he can only control what he can control, but niggas aren't just randomly just bringing this out of the woodworks. And
it's sales, man. The Raiders are one of those organizations.
It sells, and then now there's reports everywhere that there's actually trade talks. That's what I'm saying. You can't say it sells and then it comes out and it's actually real.
Whoa,
you know
what comes first,
saying?
the chicken or the egg? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. It probably was a nothing burger until they started catching traction. Then people start catching feelings in the locker room.
4 years.
And Devantae's like, dog, I didn't even say anything.
For 3-4 years. It's been going on for 3 years and now it just started.
I guess I ain't as close to the situation on the day-to-day as you, so if you feel that way, I'm going to concede to that.
Well,
because you're a Raiders fan. You're in it.
Okay, you got to think. Last year, Aiden O'Connell was our starting quarterback. He wasn't horrible, but he wasn't.
How many targets is Devantae Adams getting right now? Because I know last year when they switched over and we're on the fuck it shit, they were literally forcing him the ball like 23 times a game.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter if he's open or not.
17 targets, 10 catches. Right.
Yeah, and he made things happen when the volume was up. So like, if his targets are
that hasn't
down,
been the case, but we also don't have Josh Jacobs to run the ball.
1,000%.
But I mean, he hasn't really done shit anyways. But still,
Josh Jacobs, he hasn't been balling at Packers.
Mm-mm. He has not. No, sir, he has not been.
I gotta see that one.
I gotta find Devantae Adams.
What?
Let me see, Mike. Let me see.
I just added Josh Jacobs on the back of my Pete Rose cause of death search.
Stupid. So game 1, 6 targets, 5 receptions. Game 2, 12 targets, 9 receptions. Game 3, 9 targets, 4 receptions.
Okay.
So in 3 games, the nigga's at 27 targets.
In the first 2 games, he was catching pretty much every. That's a high percentage. The last one, 4 for 9, wasn't that great, but the total targets keep dropping.
It went up 6, 12, 9. It went from 6 to 12 to 9. So it went up by double and then down
3.
3, right.
Josh Jacobs has 329 yards rushing, averaging 4.6 a carry. He's 7th in the league in rushing right now.
Okay, he's not horrible.
He's not. Let's see. He's projected for a 1,400 yard season. Man, I don't.
So
I didn't get it.
So switch gears real quick while we're talking about rushing yards. You want to talk about Heisman candidates?
Yes. The only Heisman candidate that exists.
Tell me.
It's Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Okay? And it's nothing more.
I've been trying to tell niggas about T Hunter for how long? Niggas don't want to listen to me.
Yes.
I've been trying to say something.
I know you have. And I don't think I was 100% believer, but now just understanding like the time that they gave it to Charles Woodson, he was playing
minimum
both ways, right? Considered what it's called, like, considered both ways. It was full-time defense and 6.
Yeah, play a couple drives, play a play or two a drive.
Yeah, like maybe
throughout the game.
Right. Like, so if he was at like a 50 play count on defense, he was maybe in the 60 range.
And the reason it got, I'm a Raider fan. Charles Woodson, diehard, boy, got some Woodson whiskey in the fridge or in the kitchen. But the reason it was escalated because he was so talented that when he did get the plays on offense, it would be a big play.
It would be a big,
Right. So, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I think we're onto it.
Yeah.
This Travis Hunter is playing 100 plays a game.
115, 120.
A game, and he is on both sides of the stat line as the leader.
On damn near everything.
On damn near everything.
He got the most interceptions for Colorado.
Getting interceptions.
Most touchdowns for Colorado.
And the catches that the things that he's made, the interceptions,
Nigga, that
like,
last interception. Nigga, he was guarding 3 people. I get it's a zone, but for him to literally be on everybody in one fluid motion and then be able to break and dive and make that, he's unreal, bro.
And he's breaking that. He's creating a whole another lane of like people saying you can't do it. You can do it if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
He's in shape to play the 100 plays, right? Like most time they're like, oh, people can't do it because they're not in shape. Well, nobody's like, I guess nobody's allowed to like show that they are.
Right.
And he's like doing it at a high level. Nobody thought that they would be 4-1 right now.
But I honestly think he's just so different that most kids aren't. Like, most kids are not in shape like that.
I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? Like, I think there's probably like he's like a 1% of the 1%ers that can do that. You know what I'm saying? There's probably 2 other kids in the nation, 3 other kids in the nation that could maybe do that. And to do it at the level that he's doing it at is so fucking rare.
Yes.
It's so unique.
But I feel like that talk starts happening like as soon as you go into high school football. Because in junior high, they don't give a fuck if you're the quarterback and the linebacker, safety in the or whatever, you know. And there's plenty of people that do it. So like, what technically changes besides the narrative starts getting pushed so strong because there's no high school wants to only have 11 people playing.
And I with that,
you know what I mean?
But I think also that it gets to the point where you need to focus on one thing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're talented, but you'll be more talented if you put your time into this. When in actuality, you just got to put the same amount of time into both crafts.
Yeah, and I bet you there's 4 kids at every high school that should be going both ways, but off of pure, you need to focus on one or the other.
Right.
He even if he's focusing on both of them 50% of the time, he's still your best running back. He's still your best corner. Like so, like him. It doesn't make sense, right? And it's showing. Well, this is a use case that it makes sense.
Shout out to Colin Lano with Lano Insurance. He's been a proud sponsor of the Random Realness podcast for over a year now.
Call Colin if you need car insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, or motorcycle insurance.
Call Colin if you live in Idaho, Oregon, Utah, Montana, and need coverage. Call Colin at 208-639-0412. Call Colin Lano Insurance for all your insurance needs.
So Travis Hunter, I know. Can I ask you a question?
But
Unbiased opinion, for real.
Yeah.
For 100%, you got to be unbiased.
Okay.
Ashton Genty.
Oh, for BSU,
What do you think?
he's fired.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fired. I mean, if you compare him to all the backs at BSU, they've had 3 or 4 running backs that go pro and put it in numbers, and he's by far
the best out of all.
At
that school so far.
At the school so far.
I would agree.
Yeah.
You think he should be in the Heisman conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he should be. I think he should be in there.
And I obviously I know strength of schedule is like a huge part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But nigga, regardless, any niggas in D3 and NAIA aren't having stats like this. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the level.
Yeah.
Regardless of who you're playing, you still got to go against 11 other niggas. You know what I'm saying? So
he put the biggest yards up so far against
UCF,
Oregon and
UCF the
Washington State.
Washington State
259 and 4 touchdowns.
He had 6 touchdowns the first week.
And but his game against Oregon was huge. Yeah. And Oregon's like 3 or 4 in the country. So as long as they
Boise State lost by like a touchdown or 10 or something.
Yeah, but they're gonna grade him on how he did against the better competition to try to like, you know, Because if he keeps eating up the other division where he's getting, like his regular division, getting 6 touchdowns and stuff, they're going to be like, well, wasn't it
It's
again?
because of who he's playing.
WSU beat Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not no walk in the park.
Right.
Like Washington State was supposed to win.
Yeah, he's so nice, bro. His touchdowns against fucking Washington State were so crazy, bro. He broke 6 tackles on one play and took off for like 60 yards. Like 57-yard touchdown or something, 54-yard touchdown. It's like, bruh. Like, I know, like, growing up playing sports, nigga, like, okay, have that effort, but then to still have the endurance to be going, outrun everybody after you just broke 6 tackles.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, everybody's standing there watching you fucking shuck niggas off you, and you're just like, all right, I'm out. I'll see you.
How many, how much money do you think that they were able to get him? Do you think that...
Oh.
You think he 400,000? Is he at 400,000?
I think so. I think at least he's got to be 300, at least 300. Bruh, he's a Heisman candidate. If he's didn't start out getting the bag, that nigga's bag now is done.
Yeah.
His new NIL contracts halfway through the season got him there.
Okay, his game against the number 6 team in the country against Oregon was 25 touchdowns, 192 yards.
25 touches.
Yeah, 25
I said touchdowns, nigga. Goddamn.
192 yards, 7.7 average, and 3 TDs. So if he continues this, it's up there with like Marshall Faulk year when he was at San Diego State.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna probably beat down 2,000 yards in the season.
So real quick, to go back to Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Is he an instant top 3 pick? Just based off of versatility?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I agree.
And I think Colorado, all they have to do is get to like 7 wins, 6 wins, and you have to give them the Heisman Trophy.
Really?
Right? Like I think if they don't win another game the rest of the season, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard just because they're gonna try to.
I feel like really the only position that can dictate a win is a quarterback.
They can dictate a win.
Yes, that dictates a
that's what I'm saying. He just needs to be over 500.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So I feel like even if he's not, I would agree. His chances go from very high to very slim if he doesn't get over 500.
Yeah.
But I think what he's doing is so fucking
Never seen
different,
before,
right?
yeah.
That even if I think if you go with, this is the best football player in the country, it goes to him regardless.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what. If the Heisman is the best college football player, it doesn't matter.
If he doesn't win the Heisman, then he needs to. They need to give it to him as the defensive back of the year.
Yeah, and top wide receiver.
And that would be so cold. That would be cold. If
my God!
He goes to number 1 defensive back in the nation, number 1 wide receiver, and
the
Heisman.
Full clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Okay, and I want to say something. Does Colorado's defense look different? They just played UCF and gave up like 14 points or some shit. 21 points or something.
Yeah, I think they play Kansas State this week.
You know their old running back plays at Kansas State.
Yeah. And them boys went and fucking showed their ass in BYU.
Who? Kansas State?
Yeah, man, they lost. They went into Provo and got clipped, just like it.
Most people do.
Man, it's a dangerous place.
Can't have coffee out there, nigga. No caffeine, nigga. Water and motherfucking white rice. Nigga, you gotta stay on that heavy shit.
They do not play after they got hit. Let's see, Colorado. Dog, I'm so fucking
crazy
lost on what we're gonna do. You're gonna have to make some magic, dog. Just turn the volume all the way up.
Like, so welcome. I'm gonna eat a whole bunch of food because we fucked up. Damn it.
Oh, damn. I put in Colorado and it actually thought I was talking about the city or the state. It's like, Great Mountains here. I'm like, Colorado football. We're playing. Ain't nobody searching Colorado right now.
That's my kicker.
Let's see.
How long was that? Oh, not that long. From like 11 years. Oh, maybe.
They play, Kansas State this weekend. They're at home.
Colorado or Kansas State?
Kansas State.
Is that home?
Or Colorado's at home.
Okay.
Playing Kansas State,
Gotcha.
20th ranked. They would be higher ranked if they wouldn't have randomly lost to BYU on a Thursday night football game.
You know what sucks?
What?
The buzz after this year at Colorado is gone.
After this year? Because Shadur, Travis Hunter leave, you don't think there's anybody that wants to step into...
Who can't? It's not about wanting to. It's about you. Are you talented enough?
All that person has to do that's out there, you're out there right now. All
You're watching this, hopefully.
Is be number one, number two guy and say, hey, I'm going with Dion. That's all Travis Hunter did.
But so did
he literally sacrificed his whole life.
So did Cormani McLean, and then he left because he didn't want to put in the work, and he went to Florida, and now he's having the same issues at Florida. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter, nigga. Are you talented and ready to work?
A real dog. Like, Travis Hunter was a real one.
He's one of one. We just said it. You know, that's what I'm saying, because you go keep proving my shit, dog. Go ahead. Both his sons will be gone after this year. Travis Hunter, who he considers his third son, will be gone after this year, who's a fucking absolute spectacle.
So is Prime gonna take a bigger coaching job right after this? Like because if you're saying, because I feel like if that is the thing, I don't think that he's gonna sit at Colorado and not keep it buzzing. Like, he just knows how to get it buzzing.
We'll see.
So to me, if he can be self-aware, like as clear as it seems to you.
I'm just saying, what's the hype behind Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes?
Right now, it's the players that they've shown to highlight.
They got his kids. He's putting extras on.
They got a tackle. They got that
What's
tackle. Something Seaton or something.
Jordan Seaton.
Okay,
I'll give you some credit. I was like exactly. I was about to hit you with exactly my point, nigga.
But people know because that was a huge thing.
Very. I think he continues to do it. I just don't think it's going to be at the level it's been done. I think it's going to be extremely hard just because to say, a coach has his two kids playing is already something, wow. They're playing under D1, both his kids are starting. His son is a Heisman, not really a Heisman candidate, but he's talented enough to be, right. He could be by the end of the season.
Yeah.
But then you got a Travis Hunter who's doing shit that's never been done, who is fueling the buzz as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, but shout out to, not to discredit Coach Prime, but like Travis Hunter is God-given talent. I'm sure a lot of his fundamentals and shit came from Prime and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. So like, he's helping him be great.
Yeah.
But most kids, like we said, they don't do that back and forth. Oh, I'm playing this way and this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that in itself with, a coach and his two kids is like, oh my God, big Colorado. You know, it's like, that's a story.
Okay. So let's say the season ends, they go pro. There's a powerhouse program that's fallen from grace. Like, say, USC loses so many games,
right.
Or Texas A&M has a bad year, or I'm trying to think. Florida, like University of Florida, FSU. Those two, like right now, where it's like his kids are leaving. Mm-hmm. They go, hey, we want to take you from Colorado, Prime. You're a Florida boy. We want to bring you back to Florida. That would be another story. Because as soon as he got it,
he's going up. Right.
He says, I'm on local news. I'm on the local radio right now. I'm calling all my Florida dogs. Right. Let's create this ultimate Florida team. And let's really compete this state. Let's show them. And at UF or FSU.
Is that as big
That's a pretty good storyline. That's a pretty good.
It's a big if too.
It's a big if, but otherwise I can't see it not, because people are still gonna want to see Deion's downfall, and as long as people are fighting from that anger, he's gonna keep shining. You know what I'm saying? It's like the person that, like, when they know they right, they, for some reason, it doesn't matter how bad the bully is and stuff, like, because they know they're clean.
Right.
It always seems to favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's hate, it always. Anyway, I'm not even gonna go there.
I pray that, because I'm a Deion fan.
Yeah.
I pray he does well. The drop off I think is coming from the media coverage and everything. Like,
Yeah.
obviously they're going to be on TV still because they got a deal with like ESPN or whatever they got.
Is he able to go to a team that can draft Travis Hunter and get Shadur on a budget? You know what I'm saying? And then get the little son, and then they have this little.
The little son is crazy. It's his older. He's older out of the two, and you just call him his little.
But
son.
You
ain't shit.
You
nigga.
know.
You ain't shit for that.
No, like he's a couple late hits away from being suspended from college football. Period.
Stupid.
All right, he's out there playing. Anyway, no.
So
It's crazy that I did say that, but
you ain't shit for real.
he definitely isn't at those levels.
Cousin, if you ever talk to me like that, call me, oh, my little cousin. Nigga, I get I'm your little cousin, but I'm taller than you, nigga. I'm a grown ass man, nigga. Oh yeah, go get your little friend and shit. Nigga, what? Look, you got your little dick trying to get a little bit of pussy, ain't you? Said what? First of all, relax.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
But I think we holstered the last two. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that you raised such a good question. I haven't had to like super ponder on the fall off of Colorado because of the pieces moving on. For some reason, I just like, Deion always finds a way to like reinvent himself or to like have the next story even be better.
But if you think about it, at Jackson State, that's why he got the buzz, is because he's coaching his son as the star quarterback and Travis Hunter.
No, he was going into coaching to help the HBCUs, and then Travis Hunter's like, I'm on the mission too, and
psych, let's go get this bag.
He didn't psych it.
Oh, okay, 1 year, my fault. We're
No, 2 years at Jackson State.
Okay, Travis Hunter didn't play the first year.
Jackson State was 2 years.
I know, but he didn't play the first year because he was hurt.
What's that got with the price of peanut butter? They rebuilt the motherfucking school in 2 years.
He said, I'm gonna help you rebuild it. I'm gonna be on the sideline in a sweatsuit, nigga, the whole year.
Even if he leaves Colorado after next year, what he's done to that university,
I agree,
is more than they could have ever asked for. When they had the guts to be like, "Hey, we want Prime to come."
0-10 or 1-10 or something 2 years ago.
They couldn't even imagine what took place.
Right.
You know, so like at the end, you can't be mad. If you're mad, it's another one of those things where Prime's gonna win.
Their win percentage is already up 400% on both seasons. So.
Attendance, you go and you look at the crowds.
They said, we don't give a fuck if we didn't win another game. They can keep selling.
They're breaking their necks to get into the stadium at Colorado. Like,
you know what made me think about it is because it's like, well, I don't even really care to go see Colorado like that. Like, I want to see Shadur and fucking Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking, we need to go see a game, but I was like, we're not going to be able to see it after this year. And that's what made me ask the question. But I think we got to cut this one because episode 92, been a wild one.
Yeah.
We apologize ahead of time.
Yes.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Motherfucking hit that like bell up there, get that little notification going.
Yeah.
I'm your chain host. I'm your host, Shane.
Small spaghetti, Cinderella.
I'm your host, Shane. Here with my motherfucking co-host,
J. White, the Fire Guy. Remember,
Yo, I was gonna say,
the
you're-
lesson you make, invest the rest. Peace, joy, and love.
You can tell we just fucked off. So we don't even know how to act.
I literally can't. But I looked down. I said, "What's wrong?"
You better not tell your wife. It's your ass, buddy.
Early on, dog. I was like, I wonder what screen the time's on.
I know, and you went to hit the thing too earlier for the gun, and I'm like, oh yeah, shout out to so and so, and y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nigga, we did we? Cousin. Anyway, make sure you drop a comment below. Let us know how fucking stupid we are for not hitting the motherfucking record button in time. Come back next week. We're gonna be A1. Appreciate you. We'll see you guys next week.